Hello, Mass Effect.
We got a few options. The achievements are based on the account, not the career, so I have most of these unlocked from the first one. And there'll be a few bonuses.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
I have the soundtrack on in the background.
Alright, this is classified top secret. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, sure, no worries. I can keep a secret. I really can't.
Secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
You know what they say? 2 people can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Alright, we can either quick start John Shepard, who's basic, select existing ID, which is basically New Game Plus, or enter new ID.
Well, which would you rather do?
Oh, let's just start a new one.
Okay.
You can do either male or female. We won't do quick start because quick start's boring. I usually play female because I think that the voice actress is better. But I can do either one. It doesn't affect the story at all. The only thing it does is it affects who you're able to romance. There are 3 romance options total in the first game, and one of them is bisexual, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay, so you literally only get one option in that. Oh, right, so there's one straight male, one straight female, and one that's bisexual and not particularly fussy.
Yes.
Go with. I'd like to see female.
All right.
If I'm allowed
Please
to pick.
log in to access.
And you get to choose the name.
Jane. No, don't call her Sarah. Call her Ellie. Ellie Shepard.
That works.
It actually sounds really good, doesn't it? Ellie Shepard. Although I have a friend in Tasmania who runs a goat farm and is aptly called Shepard. That was always very strange. She got married the other day. They had goats at their wedding.
Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Alright, there's 3 different backgrounds we can have. Spacer, Colonist, and Earthborn. Basically this boils down to Spacer is Paragon, Earthborn is Renegade, Colonist is a bit of a mix. Other than that, there's like, each one of these has like one side quest, and otherwise it doesn't matter very much.
Oh, and in that case, go for whichever you like best.
Alright, let's go Spacer.
Confirm psychological profile.
Oh, goodness.
This is pretty similar. Ruthless is Renegade, War Hero is Paragon, Soul Survivor is a bit of combo. So I usually go Spacer War Hero because I am a Paragon at heart.
Yay. All
Confirm
metaguards are war
military
heroes.
specialization.
It's just a thing.
There's 6 different classes you can choose. Soldier uses a lot of guns. Engineer is basically tech wizard. Adept is basically telekinetic wizard. And then there's the 3 combo classes. Sentinel is combo adept engineer. Vanguard is combo adept soldier, and Infiltrator is combo soldier engineer.
Anything with superpowers. Anything with superpowers.
Let's go ahead and do adept. They're biotic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies.
Nice.
I get bonus talents because of some of the achievements I earned. I will go ahead and go with shotguns, because shotguns are just better. Just like games like Skyrim, there's a bunch of different presets. Unlike Skyrim, you can only be human.
Oh. That's kind of a shame.
It's actually integral to the plot that Shepard's human, especially in the later 2 games.
Well, if it's integral, then it makes sense. Skyrim's really more of an open world, and it doesn't matter how you started.
I'm terrible at
construction complete.
I'm terrible at facial customization, so I'm just doing with the default.
She's pretty.
Once you confirm your character, you will be unable to change. Unfortunately, the universe does not understand plastic surgery anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Let's go ahead and turn off target assist. I'll be doing veteran difficulty because hardcore difficulty is basically built for New Game Plus. Auto level up is terrible. Squad power usage always active. Subtitles yes. Autosave yes. The autosave in this game is garbage. Don't trust it.
Okay. I don't generally trust any BioWare games autosave, to be honest. Actually, I don't trust any games autosave full stop.
Well, what about
Or
Shepard?
quick save.
She's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of her life.
Military service runs in the family. Both her parents were in the Navy.
Family, both her parents were in the Navy.
She proved herself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements
The Blitz.
She's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
What was the Blitz?
We can't
Jack?
question her
You'll find out
courage.
later.
Oh god.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Oh well, no pressure or anything. Mass Effect.
So in general, there's going to be a few questions coming up because this is an introduction to a setting. In general, we'll be able to find dialogue options that should answer most of them.
The Arcturus Prime relays in
Okay,
range.
good.
Initiating transmission sequence.
Somebody called Joker is in command here. That's not reassuring, but okay.
Joker's the pilot.
Oh great.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is
She
hot.
looks so
Acquiring
badass.
approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
Is she apologizing to all these people she's bashing
Board is
into?
green.
I can't
Front
hear.
has begun.
Wow.
She's not verbally apologizing. She's just like, "Oh, excuse me," with her hand.
Hitting the relay.
There's an idea. Video games where
Two.
with the protagonist to death and communicate entirely in sign language. All games have subtitles anyway, so
Thrusters.
it would involve a lot of
Check.
green screening, but you know.
Check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift. Just under 1500 K.
1500 is good.
Oh,
Captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. Only an idiot believes the official story.
And here we have the famous Mass Effect chat wheel. In general,
Nice.
the answer on top is Paragon, the answer on bottom is Renegade, the answer in the middle is just kind of a bit of a balance.
I think he might be overreacting a little bit.
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard. But we don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so what are we doing here?
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged.
So the Mass
That's
Effect
solid.
is something called a mass relay.
The mass relay that we just shot through in that cutscene is powered by the Mass Effect field.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Right, so basically it's their version of the warp bubble.
Basically.
Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
I like those two.
Caden, the guy on the left, is voiced by the same guy who voiced Karth from Knights of the Old Republic. The guy in the middle, Joker, is voiced by Seth Green.
Hey! Hi, Seth. You're everywhere.
What do you think, Commander?
Hello.
We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some
Eden
real
Prime.
action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Eden Prime is the planet that we're currently heading to.
Sounds like a nice place.
At this very moment, we know something's happening there, but we're not exactly sure what.
Sounds like not a nice place.
Only a fool goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
So we can ask about Nihilus, who was that alien guy in the cockpit.
Yep.
What's
this thing about the Spectres? Who are they?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
The James Bond of interstellar space, apparently.
Essentially.
The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're a war hero, right? Held off an entire enemy fleet during the Blitz, single-handed. That's the kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
I wonder why.
And then we can ask about Eden Prime.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights.
He's dead.
It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I
we just heard a dramatic story about his life and childhood.
That's why I joined the Alliance.
He's dead.
Even paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why
Am I
Eden
cynical?
Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
That thing in the corner, we got XP for talking to them. And then we also got a codex entry. And the codex is basically the encyclopedia of the world that you have to fill in yourself for some reason.
Great, lovely.
So there's a bunch of
So it's basically a
character
Pokedex.
Yeah.
I never got that about the Pokedex.
There's a bunch of player tutorials that they have preloaded. You were asking about the Skillian Blitz?
Yes.
You were on shore leave at Elysium when the first wave of the Skillian Blitz struck. A massive coalition force of slavers, crime syndicates, and Batarian warlords attacked the human colony, determined to wipe it out. You rallied the civilian inhabitants, leading them in their desperate fight to hold off the invaders. When enemy troops broke through the colony's defenses, you single-handedly held them off and sealed the breach. So, yeah. Shepard's kind of a badass.
She is.
And then there's a few more stuff that I will read if you really care about, but mostly I just ignore them. Because the regular game does a reasonably good job of explaining all of the important things if you look around.
You were mentioning that it's integral to the plot that she's human. Does that have something to do with the fact we're not on this council thing? Apparently it's some kind of intergalactic space thing.
Yes. Humans only discovered the Mass Effect field about 40 years ago. You saw the opening crawl, it said 2148. They found something on Mars. Right now it's about 2183.
Okay.
And this is the level up spot. Since I'm an adept, I have these different skills. Throw, lift, warp, singularity, barrier, and stasis are all of my different biotic powers. I can also level up my armor skill and pistols. I have shotguns because of the talent I chose. This is just generalized class skills. And then charm and intimidate are conversation options. And I always
So you can be Ursa or Rishkadish, basically.
Yeah, essentially. Like most BioWare games, this has a karma meter of both Paragon and Renegade.
Right.
But they're not mutually exclusive, so you can get Paragon points and Renegade points and they don't cancel each other out.
Okay.
And it's not, unlike Knights of the Old Republic, it's not good and evil. Because they both are basically trying for the same thing. The difference is basically the difference between diplomacy and intimidate in Pathfinder.
Right.
So Paragon is basically, hey, let's try being nice to people, and Renegade is my way or the highway.
But both ultimately good guys. Just one's a nice person as well, and the other one isn't.
Yeah, and then Journal is just missions and stuff.
Looks easy. So, but exactly the opposite to Fallout then. Well, no, I suppose Fallout does have the karma meter, which indicates you as a good or bad person, but it also has, in New Vegas, has a reputation meter, which can just... You can be an absolute saint or an absolute sinner, and it doesn't matter, people will still like you if you have a good reputation with them.
Right.
Which sort of cancelled it out, I suppose. But this looks like it went further.
Commander Shepard, I was
Hi,
hoping you were
Nihilus.
here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
These basically do the same thing.
The captain
Okay.
said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's...
He seems nice.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol.
Well, they did call it Eden.
Hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
If you've got something to say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
Nope.
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research
I like the
study
uniform.
unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council
This doesn't
space.
sound safe. This sounds the opposite of safe.
It's not safe.
It sounds like they're putting a nuclear power core in a bottle.
Humans don't have the best reputation. Some
Hey, we're
species
not
see
that.
you as
Oh,
selfish,
okay, fair enough. He's
too
making a
unpredictable,
fair point
too
there.
independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon is not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Oh.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Well.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I'm always really tempted to just throw in a random renegade answer.
Just to see what happens.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
So he's a spotter, basically.
Secure the beacon and get it on
yeah.
the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Oh.
And then we can ask some more questions. Is there anything you want to know more about?
Well, I kind of want to know about the beacon. Everything else I think I basically get.
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology.
Well, yeah.
Even yours.
We know that bit.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong
It's like
hands.
giving a computer to prehistoric man, basically.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse
Yes.
isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems
I
attack,
love the
it's
way
not gonna work.
it frames it as a question for the audience, but she knows what they're talking about.
Might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Oh, great.
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Uh-oh.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
Oh dear.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't.
Oh goodness.
Get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
Woo! Big spider. Big space spider.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
It's actually shaped more like a squid. That's more obvious when we actually get down to the
Status report.
planet.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet.
Well,
This mission just got a lot more
we're screwed.
A small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems.
That's some beautiful animation.
Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
All right.
Okay.
So
I guess
we're in
this
the
is actual game
now.
start. Woohoo!
You have 4 different weapons. There's the pistol, shotgun, the assault rifle, and the sniper rifle.
What's your poison?
I will typically be using pistols and shotguns because that's what this character is good at.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're
Ew. What the?
You
They're
can
like
blow,
alien balloons.
you can blow these up for target practice.
Whee!
Okay, funny story. The hotkeys for Mass Effect 2 and 3 are completely different for the hotkeys from Mass Effect 1, primarily because of how the gun changes work. But in Mass Effect 2 and 3, the R button is the reload button. In Mass Effect 1, the R button is the throw grenade button.
That's a risky yeah, that's not a situation I would do well in.
So if you ever see me accidentally throw a grenade at nothing, it's because I was trying to reload and failed.
Okay.
All right. Random upgrades are scattered around in boxes like these. You can either pick.
I like how it looks. I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, this game came out in 2007, and it looked really, really good for its time. And the detail is a little bit fuzzy, but it still the design still holds up pretty well.
Oh God, what happened here?
What happened here, Jenkins, was things got shot at. And I'm afraid I can't give you any more details than that. There were giant squids. Oh God. Careful, Jenkins.
Yeah, so you said Jenkins was dead? Yeah, Jenkins is dead.
I knew it!
And now we get to the meat of the gameplay, which is cover-based shooting.
Hey! Poor Jenkins. I knew they were going to kill him. The second he gave us that sweet little story about his childhood, he was a dead man. Having a name did not protect him. This is not Order of the Stick.
Alright, I leveled up so I can get a few more skills. I'm going to pick up Barrier. And then Warp is my favorite biotic skill in the entire series, so I'm going to go ahead and level that up. Each individual level up point doesn't do much. This is probably the worst part of the first Mass Effect game, is the level up system is kind of arcane and boring. But essentially, the more points you put into something, the more powerful that particular skill gets. Caden is a Sentinel, so he has combined biotic powers and tech powers. I'm going to put his points into First Aid, and then into Barrier. Because Sentinels are basically a support class, so he'll basically be sitting back and trying to make sure other people don't get killed.
Does he follow you through the whole game? Can I afford to get attached to him, or...?
He does.
Okay. I just needed the warning there. I'm terrified of getting attached to people in games these days, because I just know they're probably going to be killed 10 seconds later.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Poor guy.
So the gas bags don't do much, you can just use them for target practice. I took quite a bit of damage in that last bit because I have a really hard time with this cover system.
There was a one of those fictional documentaries that Mark and I watched recently with that was set on an alien planet, like with hypothetical alien species, and the planet had such a thick atmosphere that they basically had sky whales, and those gas bags look exactly like some of the animals that were floating around in that.
Nice.
I'm sensing somebody on that team was a Mass Effect fan.
Okay, so this is the tactical screen, which essentially lets you pause and size up the enemy force and what you want to do next. It also lets you perform. It lets you change weapons and also lets you perform skills without the hassle of having it in real time. So I'm going to turn on
through real time.
barrier, which means it's a lot harder to hit me, which means I can just stay out of cover and shoot this guy.
Ooh.
Some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies.
I don't think anybody has survived here. I think it's basically a full-on massacre.
Alright, control is crouch. Crouching doesn't do much except slow you down. There is no stealth. Don't let the game fool you into thinking there's stealth. There isn't.
Okay.
Here's another upgrade. Both me and Caden are hurt pretty badly, so I'm gonna go ahead and heal, which costs some metagel. Metagel has a pretty long cooldown, but it's also the easiest way to get healed. You find random metagel packets scattered around. It's throwing me through the tutorial because it doesn't know that I played the game before.
You need to know these things. It's holding your hand.
That was the throw, which I thought would get over to this guy, but it apparently didn't. So I'll just shotgun him to death.
Ooh.
Ah! That's warp. It's basically telekinetic poison. It does damage. It does damage over time.
That's not what I expected warp to be. Probably should have. I mean, warp. Come on. Well, I'm a Trekkie.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Leonard Nimoy.
Oh, hey, look! Someone survived.
Yay! Oh! Oh dear. Run! Run, random person!
Nope, she's a badass too.
She's a good shot. Oh no.
This is your first reminder that this game is rated M.
What are they?
Those are the Geth. They are evil robots.
Oh great, evil robots, wonderful. Well, at least they're evil robots. That means I have fewer moral inclinations. They're robots, we can shoot them.
If they're too far away, you can't auto-target onto them. But fortunately, Ashley is closer and, for the moment, invincible.
Ashley.
I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams.
Hi, Ashley.
12. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They
Probably
must have
the
come
same
for the
reason
beacon.
you are.
The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
So, ostensibly you have a choice in making her stay, but you don't. She joins your squad after this.
We could use your help, Williams.
Well,
Aye,
given what we just saw her do, I have no complaints with this.
Move out!
And
She
she
is
gives us
cool.
She gives us a couple upgrades, so
Nice.
now's as good a time as any for the equipment tutorial.
Yay!
Click weapon to equip. There's the name and a Roman numeral there. That's not an I, that's a 1.
Okay.
Weapons with the same numeral typically are about as powerful as each other. I actually like the Kessler pistol better because it has a better accuracy. We don't have any weapon upgrades right now. We have a couple of armor upgrades though. This one gives damage protection, so might as well put that one on. Each of our squad members has their own armor slots and weapons that they can use. Might as well give Ashley this even though she doesn't use pistols, so let's give Caden this because he does use pistols.
They have things to shoot with.
Yes.
Don't complain. Is the logic. Like, I've never fired a gun in my life, but in that situation, I would take a gun. You know?
So there's this poor guy.
Oh. That's a horrible way to go. Also, what were they doing? Just, that's the weirdest way to kill somebody.
It gets explained.
God.
Oh look, some more bad guys.
Yay, let's kill them.
That's throw, which shoves a target over. Each skill has their own individual cooldown timer. It takes a while. Geth have high shields but low health. So they're generally pretty easy to take out.
Once you're through, you're through.
Pretty much. Alright, we leveled up again. Oh. Well, that's a glitch.
Okay.
Oh dear.
What?
Oh well.
I'm scared.
Let's go ahead and make barrier more powerful.
Who are we editing?
I'm editing myself.
This is...
Kaden is just superimposed over everything. I don't think this has ever happened to me before.
I see all. Oh my god.
Oh well.
Yeah, I just screenshotted that. I'm gonna try and hang on to that. In fact, I'm gonna save that now so I don't lose it. There you go. That'll be fun for the internet later on.
We want to give Ashley some points in Soldier because that gives her health regen, and that means we have to worry about healing her less. And then we'll give her enough points in armor to give her the shield boost power, which does what it says. It restores your shields.
Ain't
which
complaining.
is amazingly handy. We'll give her the overkill power, and then give her a couple more points in Soldier, probably.
Christ, that was horrifying. Let's not do that again.
No more leveling up for this entire stream. I don't want that screen.
Please no. We stared into the abyss, and the abyss stared back into us. If I think that's the most terrifying thing in this game, I need to toughen up, basically.
No, that gets pretty close to the most terrifying thing.
Oh, that's both reassuring and unnerving.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
You go, Ashley. Ashley's my new favorite. I don't even know who she is.
Ashley's pretty amazing. We have a new shotgun and a new sniper rifle.
Woo.
Don't really need either of those.
Do you pronounce it scimitar or scimitar? How do you pronounce it?
I pronounce it scimitar. I think the C's silent.
Right. Yeah, I think you're probably right. That's the easiest to pronounce.
F6 is quick save. Always quick save because the autosave is useless.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
Okay.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
I'm not sure how to feel about quick saving games. Part of me feels like it's cheating. Oh god.
Oh god.
What is
They're
happening
still
to them?
alive.
Oh.
What did the Geth do to them?
So you asked why they killed them like that? This is why. Yep.
Space zombies.
Geth are pretty much space zombies.
Take them out.
Like it. I thought that was funny. Husks.
Go ahead and throw that guy out of existence.
Yay! I don't want him to exist either. I don't think he wants to exist.
If you see one of the squad members say something like, huh, they'll have something interesting to tell you. Some of these things are more interesting than others.
Poor Eden Prime.
So, this is a wrecked camp.
This is the last. If I'm ever the leader of a space mission, or for that matter, any mission to discover a new land, I will not give it some really dramatic name that's taken from mythology, like Alexandria or Eden
Just
or something
asking
else.
for trouble.
No, that's like in the Doctor Who episode when they named the ship the Titanic.
Yes.
Of course, in their defense, they didn't know what happened to the Titanic or why it was the most famous ship in Earth history, but, you know, do your research, guys.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Oh, and here we have the first of 2 mini-games, which is the decryption mini-game.
Oh.
And it's basically spin the arrow and get it to the center. You can tell how often I've done that one.
Very point and click.
Essentially, yeah. That is...
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
But yeah, the decryption minigame is everywhere here, so after some point it gets really boring.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now.
Like on
It looks
Skyrim.
like everyone's gone.
Dr. Ward,
A little bit.
the one in charge of the excavation.
I've literally lockpicked twice in my entire life.
It was moved to the spaceport this morning.
Don't use
Margot
it.
and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin.
Now, don't be so dramatic, Mr. Manuel.
They can tell us a few things about what happened, or we can just leave.
We should probably ask about the attack.
What
Well,
else
I
can
at
you
least
tell
want
me
to show
about
some
the
concern
attack?
for these people.
It happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside.
Either he's
Gunfire,
possessed by
screams.
something, or he's the
Never end. Then
the
everything
group
went quiet.
spiritualist.
Sat there, too afraid
He's
to
just
move
crazy.
until
Or
you
that.
came along.
That's also an option.
Can you tell me anything about the
Well,
Reaper?
frankly, I'm not
It's some
surprised
type of
after what
data
they've
module
just
from a
seen.
galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil. Awakened the beast. Unleashed
Sir, do
the
calm down.
darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
If you go down the assistant line, there is a renegade thing where you just knock him out.
Oh goodness, really? Why would you
Yes.
knock him out? Why? Why would you do that?
Because it's the renegade way of shutting him up.
Oh goodness.
Williams, take us to
Is
the
screaming in his face not an option?
Apparently
Nobody
not.
can stop it.
Crumbs.
It's falling.
Please don't
The
punch
darkness
anybody in
of
the face,
eternity.
Jack, unless they really
Hush,
deserve
Manuel,
it.
Go lie down.
Oh, you say that now.
Oh, okay, right. Well, I'm sure they'll deserve it later on, but... Poor people. They've had a really bad day.
Pretty much.
Right, it's only gonna get worse, unfortunately.
Scarab.
Sauron.
Nihilus.
Who?
I should mention that the music
isn't
playing
your
right
mission,
now
Sarah.
is the same
What are you
music that
doing
plays
here?
over the game over screen.
The council
Oh
thought you
my.
could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Who is he?
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
What? Why?
It gets explained.
What is that? Off in the distance.
I'm gonna hate that phrase, but holy mother of fish.
Pretty much.
Understand, when I say fish, I am thinking a far worse word. I'm trying to think about you not getting censored if you post this on YouTube. Okay, now let's get shot in the back of the head. That guy was a jerk. Ashley is a badass. That's basically the summary I'm getting here. Jenkins lasted about as long as I expected him to last. And more shooty things. And the coolest song just came on. Let's see what it's called. The mirror ride. Die.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Die. Die, 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 die.
Got him.
Thank you.
I think that was the last guy. Yep. Oh hey look, another decryption minigame.
Yay!
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
Oh man, these are just
Showed up
civilians.
right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
Oh, that poor lady. She's very delusional.
Out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, it felt like it was tearing right through my skull. It
Hmm.
made it impossible to think.
So the monsters fuck with your head.
I have to go.
Sorry, I swore. The monsters fish with your head.
These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta
Sorry.
learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came
Oh.
back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
And here we have the Paragon and Renegade options. If you
Aha.
spend enough point into either Charm or Intimidate, you can activate one of these.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after
She
this
just
was over.
flutter her eyelashes.
Probably deserve it more than I do.
BioWare faces are
Who's
really
your contact at
weird.
the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
They're good at designing pretty people, I will give them that.
Something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
And he gave us his pistol. The Stinger's actually a pretty good pistol. And then the combat sensor, which helps you see stealth enemies on your radar.
It was very appreciated.
So I'll go ahead and equip the Stinger.
God bless those poor farmers.
And I'll go ahead and put the combat sensor can't talk today, on Caden's weapon.
Speaking of which, stupid question, but I don't remember seeing, is teleportation a thing in this game? Can we get those farmers out of here? Because I'm
No. The teleporter, like Star Trek teleporter, doesn't exist.
Yeah. Crap. Well, to be honest, I was always really uncomfortable with the idea of that teleporter anyway. Oh dear. I found the dead guy.
You know him?
Oh dear.
He was with us in the home.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures.
I don't blame you, mate.
My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were 2 Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Poor guy.
So this is the guy that Cole mentioned being behind the smuggling ring.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
Tisk tisk.
What? No!
Look, does it really matter now, mate? Just...
What does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
You can ask him if we have any weapons.
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
Explodey
Son of a
things.
bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is
Now
how
I
you can
feel
rip us
comfortable.
off.
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
Do we Paragon him into submission, or do we just leave?
Let's Paragon him.
A lot
Why
of
not?
died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line.
I think he gives us a grenade mod.
Take it.
Ooh.
I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
He basically tells us the same thing that the rest of the civilians told us.
Mothership
We
showed
need to
up.
find that beacon before it's too
Fish
late.
went down.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went.
Things deaded.
Pretty
I
much.
can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
I want to go home to my mum now.
Yeah, he gave us a grenade mod.
If I were him, I want to go home to my mum. How do interfamily relations exist in the world in the future when we're spread out across a literal cosmos? You've got to wonder, haven't you?
Well, most in this game at least, most families stick together. So this basically just makes the grenade do a little more damage.
Yay.
And when he says top of the line, he's lying so hard.
Or maybe he thinks
this is the worst possible grenade mod you can pick up. Oh, hello there.
Don't like it.
Eat all of my biotic powers at once.
See, the good news is we've ended one smuggling ring. You know, one person will come out of this a little more, if not better off, than at least morally sound. Hopefully.
Alright, there's some more Geth down there. It's trying to get me to do the tutorial for squad commands, but I don't care.
Really don't
Oh dear.
need to do the tutorial for squad commands.
Yeah, that's a nasty guy.
What is it?
It's a Geth destroyer.
What did it used to be? That didn't used to be a human, did it?
No, it didn't. Geth are actual synthetic artificial intelligence.
Okay, so they'll have been created by somebody at some point.
Yeah.
Oh wow, an artificial intelligence that we are not responsible for.
No, we're not. It was a different alien race. I forget whether they talk about it in this game or they talk about it more in the next one.
As I understand it, they kind of muck it all up towards the end, so...
This is the sprint power, which you use to basically just get into more cover.
I approve of being able to run. Oh god.
Well, I shoved him over, so we're good. And, of course, I keep messing this up because in Mass Effect 2 and 3, spacebar is the run button.
Why did
And
they
in this-
change the settings
I don't
for their
know.
entire game? Why would you do that? It's like in Spyro 2 when they made the charge button the flame button and the flame button the charge button, and that just screwed everybody over.
I don't know why they did that.
Especially considering most, like 99% of the enemies in the original Spyro, you had to do one or the other two.
Oh crap, Kate fell over.
Caden, back on your feet, sir. Trying to get the stuff this time.
I haven't run into this yet because I've been pretty conservative by shooting. But the way ammo works in this game is... here, I'll just demonstrate against this wall. If you fire enough shots, the gun goes into overheat and has to cool down. Otherwise, your weapons have unlimited ammo.
Ooh. Okay.
So, for the most part, if you're just using pistols, you will never have an ammo problem.
That's good.
We'll pick up this medical kit, which will give us more medicine, which is good.
Less death. More meds.
The really nice thing about warp is it can go through shields.
Oh my god, it's magic missile.
And once the easiest way to tell whether everyone on the map is down is once everyone on the map is down, your squad mates automatically get back up.
Oh, okay.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Just in case you didn't know he was the bad guy.
Yeah, I kind of guessed, but you know, there was some margin for error. Maybe Nellis was the bad guy, and... why do I bother? Christ, this thing's horrible.
Uh-oh.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Oh, Christ.
There's 4 bombs. They give you 5
Why?
minutes to defuse them. You do not need 5 minutes. Unless you're playing on Insane or something, and you usually save it. You usually save it Insane for your, like, 3rd playthrough, so... Ah!
It's cool, you can do this.
You have a sprint meter, so you can't just run around everywhere.
Kinda wish we had one of those in real life.
One of what?
Sprint meters.
Oh.
That would be nice.
Now, you're not invincible while you're disarming stuff, but you do duck down, so you're less likely to be hit. You can command your squad mates to take cover. You probably won't ever have to.
Why, do they do it themselves, or...?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no.
Because they're not actually stupid.
They don't do much, but they have a reasonable survival instinct.
Speaking of which, Kaiden's health is pretty low.
Ooh. Oh no, wait, that's heavy armor. We can't use that yet.
Oh.
And then we got an armor upgrade from killing one of the Geth. Except it's hardened weave, which doesn't do anything.
Sounds like a kind of military,
each gun...
Artillery thing.
Pretty much. Each gun has both a regular weapon mod and an ammo mod. Ammo mod changes what damage it does. So I have armor-piercing rounds equipped, which does more damage versus synthetics. Geth are synthetics. This is convenient.
I like that train of logic.
And the Twitch chat, Endless says needs more parkour. While I can't say I disagree, I'm not entirely sure how that would work.
No, Endless. No more parkour, please. Please, no more parkour.
Husks have more health but aren't ranged.
Husks, of all the things to call them, they chose something straight out of a... I don't know, a Torment Planetscape game. Planescape. I always call it Planescape. Planetscape. Plan. The game thing. Don't die, Jack. We will be sad if you die. Also, I won't know who to watch play this game. Death to the Geth.
See, this is why you want high accuracy.
This is why you want a co-commentator that can rhyme.
There we go. Okay, I think that was the last
Die.
guy.
Good. Again. One death wasn't enough for you, was it?
Alright, there was a medium armor, which we can put on Ashley.
What the?
Stop trying to tutorialize me. Oh yeah, that's handy.
He's a big boy, video game, he doesn't need a tutorial.
And we have upgraded Hardened Weave, so we might as well, I guess.
Well, she's yellow now, and I like yellow, so...
Each individual armor has their own color scheme. You can't customize it.
Oh. It's like when we were playing Torchlight, and I spent like 10 levels in level 6 armor because I couldn't find anything that matched that I liked.
Yeah. In 2 and 3, you're allowed to customize how your armor looks.
It's funny how that's what we always want, isn't it? We can offer you a million things. We want customizable armor.
There's upgraded armor-piercing rounds, which is nice. And then there's improved sighting, which gives you more max accuracy. Give all of the accuracy to me!
All of it.
There's the beacon, which we will investigate once we've thoroughly ransacked wherever here is.
We're on a highly classified secret mission that must be completed with no casualties, at whatever the cost. But first, let me root through these boxes.
Otherwise known as the Zelda approach.
Yes. Well, the Zelda approach is more, let's smash all these boxes, but yeah.
Alright, I think I've collected everything.
People never seem to mind you going through the houses and just destroying their furniture.
I'm the hero of time. I can do whatever I want.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
This is one of the few.
Normandy, standing by.
This is one of the few cutscenes that changes by gender.
Okay. Why? Oh goodness.
I'll explain at the end.
Ah, he's being sucked in. Turn around. Eep. Don't be sucked in. You don't want to be sucked into that thing. That does not look like a good thing to be sucked into. They never listen. Boom.
Oops.
Whoops. What did we do? Really, what did we do? What just happened? There was a thing, and it exploded, and there were apparently hallucinations. Oh god, there it goes. Oh, it's... oh.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy. A human...
Who the flip are you?
It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Okay. Calm down, sir. Calm down.
This human must be eliminated.
Looks like Maleficent.
She's voiced by Marana Sirtis, who plays Troy in Star Trek Next Gen.
Seriously? Oh my
Seriously.
god, never have I wanted to hear the voiceover as badly as I do right now.
Dr. Chocolates.
I love Marina Sirtis. I really liked that. When she got episodes in Next Generation, it was amazing. The problem was she never got episodes.
You had us worried there, Shepard.
Complete waste of a potentially amazing character there.
Also, the cutscene I was talking about, if you are male Shepard, it's Ashley who almost gets trapped by the beacon.
Okay,
Not Kaden.
that's kind of pointless, but alright.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered
Why
some
on
kind of
earth would they do
security
that?
when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
I don't know. Do we blame him or not?
If he hadn't poked it, we would have poked it, so there you go.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't
Aw.
even know if I can set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
Because if that were me and not Shepard, I would probably be going, yes, you idiot.
Physically, it's fine.
Why?
But I detected some unusual brain activity.
Oh, unusual brain
Abnormal beta
activity.
waves.
That's
I
nice.
also
She's a
noticed
psychic
an
now.
increase in your rapid
Wait, she was
eye
already a
movement.
psychic.
Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Well, unusual for a biotic.
Well, okay.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
The dialogue wheel does not closely match what she actually
I better add this
says.
to my report. It may...
Yeah.
Oh,
That's one of the bigger
Captain
complaints
Anderson.
about the Mass Effect
How's our
series,
actual
is
holding
that
up, Doctor?
you
Well,
can
the readings are
ostensibly
normal.
choose
I
the
said the command
dialogue
is going to be
options, but they don't usually match
Glad
your
to hear it.
choices.
Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Bye, Kaden. Don't touch anything you shouldn't touch
Sounds
on the
like
way
I'm
out.
thinking it's pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
So we could either ask about Jenkins, Williams, or the Geth, or just skip it.
I feel bad about Jenkins.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Who is the other guy again?
William, yeah, this is Ashley.
Right, okay. Oh god, yeah, what happened to
Chief
her?
Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned
Oh.
to the Normandy.
Goody. She seemed like a
Williams is
badass.
good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Ooh, yeah.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
Well, in fairness, I don't think
Geth
Intel could have
haven't been outside
expected
the Veil in
that.
2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
Oh god.
Things look bad.
Jack?
Nihilus is dead.
Was
The
that a
beacon was
visual
destroyed and Geth are
glitch, or
invaded.
was it just on my
The
end?
Council's going to want answers.
It was probably a visual glitch.
Because Shepard's face just did something from the beyond. So, like, I'm not sure what this game is trying to tell
I'll stand
me.
behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth...
Yeah, I'm saying he's gone rogue, yeah.
A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Very problematic.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too
Also
fast,
potentially
taking over
messy.
the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
We hallucinated.
Just before I lost consciousness.
Yeah, probably best not to tell him. Oh, for goodness sake!
Both of those dialogue options do the same thing.
Why do they even... Okay, fine. He now thinks we're crazy.
Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
Yeah, Mass Effect...
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
Mass Effect 1 and 2 had this problem worse than Mass Effect 3 does. Mass Effect 1 and 2 basically have you choose one option for every single line of dialogue. Mass Effect 3 doesn't do that.
Yeah, it is a lot of dialogue to cycle.
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it.
Great.
I know Saren.
So what has he got?
I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the Seekers from the beacon. He has an army of Geth.
Jack, are we a blight on the galaxy?
Until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I feel kind of bad.
It's complicated.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy.
I don't think I like being a blight on the
He
galaxy.
can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
Leads to people getting shot at.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us.
See, there's another name I wouldn't give something.
We
The
should be getting
Citadel.
close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Asking for trouble. Hi, Shepard.
Alright, this is the med bay of the Normandy.
Looks like a cloning lab.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Hi, Gaiden. He seems nice.
There's a few people to talk to. Kaiden is the one of the two romance options we can pursue.
How is he? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that Ashley is the other one.
Ashley's the one male Shepard can pursue. The other one hasn't. The other one is bisexual and hasn't showed up yet.
I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was.
Let's go for that one.
I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. Doesn't seem right somehow.
Badass bisexuals in space, Jack.
From wiping out the whole colony.
I couldn't have done it without you.
It's like, if that's not a winning combination, I don't know what is.
I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown cruise. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're unrestricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father's
He's a freelancer.
made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
I was a regular Navy brat. I got a little more noteworthy than the folks expected.
Oh, that's right, the Blitz. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Here's hoping the council doesn't already know.
No, he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
And there's Dr. Chakwas, who we talked to earlier. She doesn't have anything very interesting to say right now. And then there's Ashley.
I'm glad
Hey,
you're okay,
Ashley.
Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Soldiers die!
Jenkins was a
Jack.
valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened.
Please no.
If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You could say don't soldiers die again.
You're a good soldier, Williams.
It really wants you to be a jackass.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would
Yeah,
have
you never
been
get used to
worse
seeing
than
dead civilians, but I'm sure you probably also don't get used to seeing them get up and walk after you. That's what worries me in this
I need to go
situation.
speak with Joker.
Goodbye, Commander.
Dead
Oh,
civilians? Maybe you'll get used to it. Standing up again? No.
Oh, more voice things. Captain Anderson,
No,
our
I-
boss, is voiced by Keith David, who voiced Dr. Facilier in Princess and the Frog. Unfortunately, Captain Anderson does not sing.
Are you trying to torment me? So watching the video back of this later on.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel.
Hey, Joker.
That taxpayer money at work.
Oh, they still have tax in the 23rd century.
They will always have tax.
I don't mind it, to be honest. There are worse things. Wow. Cool spaceship. It's a little like a fish. Whoa. Okay, my taxpayers have never paid. My tax dollars have never paid for anything like that. The biggest thing my tax pounds probably went to was, I don't know, a giant metallic angel standing on a hill looking over Newcastle with a really disturbing eyeless face. I'll have to show you a picture of that sometime.
Look at that monster.
Really disturbing. Kind of cool, but disturbing.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
She's growing on me, the angel of the north, though.
Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower.
He's got a silly smile.
Joker's pretty cool. I forget what I forget what SSV stand for, but I just pretend it stands for Spaceship Vessel.
Super spaceship vessel. Super space vehicle. 2000. Oh. Speaking of which, I was watching a Let's Play of Fallout 3 the other day, and there's this bit where you talk to a handyman called Milo. Actually, no, I'll tell you when these guys are done talking.
Humanity was
Because these guys are talking when it's rude.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action.
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC
Well, they're
findings
not
at the
paying
hearing,
attention.
not before.
That's a running theme.
Captain Anderson, I see you.
How many explosions will it take before they pay
Just the
attention?
ground team from Eden Prime. In case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused.
I'm glad we didn't make a drinking game out of this.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
We were only, you know,
And we
fighting
better
for our
hope
lives.
The CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Alright. This is the Citadel. It is basically the galactic capital.
Pretty nice.
We're currently in the ambassadorial building, which is basically every species that knows about Council space gets to send an ambassador here and communicate their species' needs or desires.
And ours is a grouchy sod.
Yeah.
Right.
This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence.
Oh right, yes. Milo the handyman. In Fallout 3, he's in the Nuka-Cola plant, and he can give you the password for the shipping computer in the bottling plant, which is NCC C1864. And yes, I did remember that, because it's the registry number of the USS Reliant in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
I was going to say, I recognize the NCC, but
Yep.
I still haven't seen Wrath of Khan.
It's worth your time. It's absolutely worth your time. We should absolutely have, like, a Star Trek night sometime.
We probably should.
We need to introduce people who haven't already been introduced. I wonder what kind of trees there are. Oh, hello! Hello, Mr. Alien Dude. Hello, Mrs. Alien Dude. Why are you shooting him?
He doesn't actually exist.
Oh, really?
What's interesting is,
I like
if something
the dress.
if a civilian has a model in game, Shepard pulls her gun up and you're not allowed to shoot him. If someone
Okay.
doesn't have a model in game,
You can shoot them with impunity.
pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah.
He doesn't give a damn.
This is the Citadel guide. I don't need it because I've been here a lot.
Hi, Citadel Guide. It's like me popping into Durham Cathedral and just bypassing the lady with the little bookmarks.
Pretty much.
There's so many of those little bookmarks.
This is the Rapid Transit. We won't use it because Citadel's nice to look at.
It is lovely. I like this place. I'm wondering if those are earth trees. They can't be earth trees.
They're probably not earth trees.
They do look like earth trees. They look like, birch, I think? I might have that wrong. Any ornithologists in the chat? No, that ornithology is birds.
Yeah, I forget what trees.
Botanists.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I don't
it's
think
not
we have
botany.
any botanists.
There's a specific line of botany for trees, but I don't know what it is. We might have some astrophysicists. I'm pretty sure we have some science people. We have science folks in the Metaguard. Oh wow, clearly you're having a bad day. Your office was rearranged 5 times.
It's not like keepers offer an explanation for what they do.
We just came from a place where we were shot at. I'm sorry, I'm being very sarcastic today.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
There's random things scattered around. You might have seen me do this on the Normandy a couple of times, but there's random things scattered around that'll let you examine them, which gives you a codex piece and a little bit more experience.
That is fun. Nice water.
This is the financial district.
Ah,
Oh.
human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Hello.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as
Hello,
Del.
Delan.
Please take time to examine the
Whose
fine
species
goods
is
it has
apparently
been
gender
purchased.
neutral.
All of
That's
great
good.
worth.
It's basically a giant space jellyfish.
Yeah.
Why do you refer to yourself
Space
as
jellyfish
this one?
instantly have my approval.
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture.
Fair enough.
Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person
Oh, I
with
see.
family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Makes sense.
While they're technically gender neutral, every single Hanar that I have ever encountered has a male voice actor.
Oh.
Who are you?
Oh, we already did this.
This
I
one's
accidentally
face
asked
name is
them
Delaminder.
twice.
Please take time to examine the fine goods it
It's
has
like the
been
royal
purchased. All of great worth.
dialect. You know, the royal
Show me your
Queen's English is actually the reason they say one all the time is it's supposed to be
Oh,
more
this one is
polite.
pleased to do
To like
so, human.
instead of making it
You
about
will not be
yourself, you're
disappointed.
saying one. Like one would like a cup of tea, which is still about yourself, but it doesn't sound like it, which is also very British.
Now, I don't have enough money to buy anything interesting.
Aw.
Um,
Can we sell the things?
we can. The level 1 stuff aren't worth much. I usually pick up as many licenses as I can because that lets you buy stuff on the Normandy. And it's usually better than the stuff you find here. But yeah, see, this is worth 10.
Yeah, the Normandy has a military shop, I suppose, so... I wonder what'll happen to that smuggler, or former smuggler.
I have never encountered him again in any of the 3 games.
Hmm. Maybe he goes on and makes a better life for himself.
One can hope. So we'll be coming back here later. There's a couple of side quests that take place in the financial district. At the moment, we want to go to the Citadel Tower. Or yeah, I think it's called the Citadel Tower.
I don't suppose this place just has like a wild forest anywhere or anything like that.
I don't think so. I think it's closer to Coruscant in the Star Wars movies than anything else.
No. Oh.
It's a giant space station. It's basically
I
a giant
always
city.
feel so weird when I see trees in really big cities like this, because on the one hand, yay, they're trying to green things up, but it never feels quite right to me, if that makes sense. I don't know why.
No, that pretty much makes sense. And then they have a nice...
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Ashley, have some manners. Go ask the bug thing what he's doing.
I just did.
Please do not disturb
The only thing that happens is the AI just says don't do that.
Sorry. We
Here's
just
an-
wanted to be curious.
Here's a nice statue of a mass relay that will totally not be important later.
It's actually a mass relay, isn't it?
Oh, and
You're
here's
trying to figure out how to say shh with a J in the middle now, aren't you?
And here's the other thing Mass Effect, the first Mass Effect game is famous for. Elevator trips.
Does it have elevator music? Are you
It has
hearing elevator music right
elevator
now?
music.
I'm getting dramatic battle music. Which I'd love in an elevator. Mark told me a really creepy story the other day about somebody who died in an elevator.
Oh dear.
I will not tell you here for the sake of everybody's sanity, but...
But yeah, Mass Effect has many, many long, drawn-out elevator rides that are basically loading screens trying to mask themselves.
People occasionally have conversations in them.
Mm-hmm. You get more party members, and the different party members have different interactions with each other. Shepard never interacts with them.
She's the strong, silent type.
Pretty
more
much.
trees.
Saren's hiding something.
Hi.
Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council. Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Executor Palin.
No, he's not
Commander
a Pokemon.
Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the Council.
You blew it!
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find
You're totally right.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I'm just gonna
Thanks,
say
Garrus.
I'm just gonna
He
say
seems
this right
nice.
here. Garrus is one of my three favorite characters in the entire game series.
He seems nice. I like him.
There's nothing you can do in here for right now until you proc the council meeting. I think there might be one other thing. No, I have to proc the council meeting first.
Video game instinct. The game tells you to go left. Of course, you go right. What we do, it's like an instinct. They're gonna start catching on and putting stuff to
Hearing's
the
already
right.
started. Come on.
Eventually. Probably explosives.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
Hello, aliens.
Saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling.
Sure it isn't.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report.
Yeah, well, your face is unimpressive.
But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still
Yeah,
one
I know all
outstanding
three
issue.
of those dialogue options made you say the same thing, but that still made me feel good.
You might as well. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
My innocence against this kind of testimony.
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and
fair enough.
evidence,
That is a good
not
point.
wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred
Now
from
what
the
do we
Spectres
do?
is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is
Jerk.
adjourned.
They're gonna regret that in a couple of hours, aren't they?
You and Saren
Yeah.
have too much history. You the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Another running theme in the Mass Effect games is aliens acting cautiously because they don't actually have any rational evidence, and humans being really, really pissed that the aliens aren't listening to, taking everything they say on faith. Like, there's a sequence in Mass Effect 3 where basically every human in Mass Effect 3, Earth gets attacked and almost destroyed. This isn't a spoiler.
Okay.
And every human in the game gets really, really pissed that the Turians aren't helping. Except that, concurrently, the Turian homeworld is also getting attacked and destroyed.
Right. They're a little bit busy, in other words.
Essentially, yes. But anyway, back to this game. Let's not talk about the future.
Tell me about this history between you and Sam.
The future is a different
I worked
country.
with
We're
him
going to talk
a
about the
long time
past.
ago. Things went bad. Real bad.
Really
We
bad,
shouldn't talk
sir.
about this
Use
here.
correct grammar.
But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down.
Yay, Garrus.
Forget
Let's go make a new
it.
friend.
They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Let's see if there's someone else we could talk to.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow.
Voila.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder.
Oh,
I
great.
heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Do we care about this?
We might as well ask, yeah. I've got
Saren have a
thoughts.
history? What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people.
Oh.
And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
So would I!
Don't you dare.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
True
I know
enough.
how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Doesn't look for another option, is willing to shoot anybody who gets in his way, utterly despises humans. Who is this sounding like, Jack?
Who does this sounding like?
This is sounding like the latest jerk-ass that Adele's introduced to us in Pathfinder.
Oh.
Mark.
Good luck, Shepard.
We're on to
I'll be
you.
over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
I'm not surprised, really. Pretty much half the things in that game are video game references. We should play a drinking game, spot the video game reference. I love it. Etria is a great name for a country. It just sounds right. Hello, Keeper.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't.
Oh, hello.
Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the Keepers.
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Actually has no time for your bullshit.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. I guess it wouldn't
What
hurt to
is
tell
he
you.
doing?
I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the
Aw.
authorities might disagree. I
He's a
consider them
scientist.
openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I can help you out.
Seriously?
I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
This feels
I'm Commander Shepard.
like we have bigger priorities
Well,
than helping a guy with his science project.
It's the scanning device I developed.
You have just described every single side quest in every single story-driven RPG.
I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data
Basically
once you
just
scan
described
it?
Last Sword.
Trying to learn whatever I can about the keepers.
We have stuff to do. We want to help the half-orc get a job.
So little about them. I'm a scientist.
It's from the very minute we started.
I should get going now.
Well, okay, we will scan your... He's kind of adorable, really, isn't he?
And good luck with the scanning.
There's
Thank you, Churban.
There's 26 keepers to scan. I think it's 26. Hang on.
And we got to scan all
21.
of them? Or...
We are not going to scan all of them because that takes forever and actually requires a walkthrough because they're so hard. They're so dang hard to find. But it's nice to have that quest open because it gives you a little bit of money and experience for everyone you scan. So it's just handy to, like, if you just see a keeper wandering around, it's nice to be able to tag it and get the XP bonus. So we have a couple of.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking. These Okay, we've got this beacon which apparently contained all this information that we need. Okay, fair enough. Which could like revolutionize whatever it's going to revolutionize, and these guys got to it first. But I don't exactly see how this leads to humanity being exterminated. Okay, this guy hates humanity, and he stole the thing we were out to get. But it seems a bit of a jump still to go to that, if that's... He's planning something, certainly, and it's probably not in humanity's favor, but exterminating all humanity, that's a bit of a jump.
One of the things... Ashley hates politics. One of the things that is... might not be in the Codex, but happened in history was right after humanity discovered the Prothean artifact in the Mass Effect field and that stuff, they ran into the Turians. The Turians essentially declared war on them, and there was a massive war between them. It's called the First Contact War. And
whoa, that's notably worse off than what happened in Star Trek.
And they did manage to settle their differences, so humans and Turians aren't shooting each other in the street, but there's still a bit of bad blood there, and Turians don't trust humans, humans don't trust Turians.
Okay.
So
why did they just outright declare war on us, though? That's...
I forget what the reason was. Shut up, Avina, nobody cares.
I imagine they'd been watching us and thought, maybe these guys are dangerous, maybe better not let them have interstellar space travel. That could be risky. So basically we just play into all the stereotypes about humans in this game.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
There's even something that comes up. Never mind, I forget the particulars. So, we can talk to Barlavon, who's in here, or we can go to Coruscant and talk to Harkin. Which would you prefer?
Who would you rather speak to?
I don't like Harkin that much, but it doesn't matter because, essentially this is swinging around picking up new squad members, and I know how to pick up all... There's 3 that we pick up here, and I know how to pick up all of them. So
pick up the squad members you want and go for whichever you prefer, and I don't know which is going to be better, so...
Well, I don't like Harkin that much.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan.
I like him. He's a mole person.
Yes?
Basically,
you are
yes.
the one called Shepard. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes.
What's that thing on his face?
That's just part of his breathing apparatus. He's a Volus. I forget why Volus can't breathe the same atmosphere that we can, but they can't. So they have all Volus have those special environmental suits.
Okay, I hope that recycles the air, because otherwise you're gonna have to keep a really big supply of oxygen tanks.
The Earth Clan. My name is Barlavon. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel.
Yeah.
When someone as important as yourself arrives on
Somebody put his points in charm.
I take notice.
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are
Really?
exceptional circumstances.
Hmm.
So I am going to give it to you.
A financial advisor does not give stuff up for free.
There
Ashley
is no
agrees.
catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
That's what happens when you deal with a traitor like Saren.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Well, okay, Mr. Mole.
Thanks for the info.
My pleasure, Commander.
He seemed friendly. In a you must pay me for information kind of way.
Oh, we didn't have to pay him. Didn't you hear him? The Shadow Broker is
yeah, he
mad at
did.
Saren.
He gave us it for free. But there's a catch. Scanning keepers for our new friend. He's gonna have a great story to tell his friends in the pub later on tonight. Yeah, Commander Shepard totally agreed to do scans for me, guys. But then again, I suppose Shepard would be something of a face of the Empire.
Alright, we do need to go here right now. This is a bunch of side quests. Sorry, I'm looking for an elevator down.
It's around here somewhere.
Yes, Caden?
Sure is peaceful here.
That doesn't count as interesting, Caden.
Shh, be nice to them, be nice. They're just trying to help. You have to humour them.
Big place.
Yes, Caden, it's a very big place.
Oh, I clicked on him accidentally.
Shorver's Den. Wow.
This is where
Ooh.
Harkin was. I think I don't actually have to talk to Harkin in order to trigger.
That's her.
Oh, hello.
Oh my goodness. There's an assassin in the club. Well. I guess they've started sending those assassins. I sense there's more to this than just wiping out humans. I mean, I say just, but you know. It's a pretty big thing, wiping out an entire species, but...
All clear, Commander.
These are the lower markets in the wards. The wards are the less glitzy part of the Citadel.
So the stuff where things actually happen? He seems happy to see you.
Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so
Aw.
honored to meet you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100
He's having a
Death on
fanboy
Eden
moment.
Prime.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick
that's
autograph?
Anything
Either that
for
or
a
he's
fan.
oh.
Here.
Either that or he's
I
secretly
really
evil.
appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you
He
get back
seems
to
like an
work.
okay guy.
Oh, but next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
Huh. That was nice.
These are some more shops, which I don't need because we don't have any money.
Casual prejudice.
Every single game has a conversation between someone who's trying to return something and someone who's not returning it. No, she was trying to get my attention.
Which makes me wonder if I'm secretly a character, an NPC in a video game.
What do you need?
Because that happens to me, and I'm usually the one. Hello, Emily Wong.
Crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find.
Is she a journalist?
investigation.
Yes.
I can make it worth your time.
I like her
You know
dress.
that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need.
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You gotta have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot.
Nah,
with
it's
you.
obvious they've...
I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian.
She's
Blitz.
very much a face of Earth, I think.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any
She's the person you'd put on the
information,
posters.
Thank
Like,
you,
if you wanted
Commander.
to recruit
Won't regret
people. Which...
Yeah,
I keep saying it's...
there actually is a character like that in Mass Effect 3.
Was an important part of war and strategizing was to have faces, you know?
Mm-hmm.
May have bought into a few unfortunate stereotypes, but it gave people reasons to fight.
Dang it.
Can't complain. Wow, look at that.
Alright. I have something I have to do for now, but we can end on this very lovely vista.
Ooh. You can just leave me here with the vista. Thank you, Jack.
Yep. Hang on.
Whoa, that's for 2 hours.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a good night.
Bye, everybody.